It's your girl Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of spice. Yes. I know what you're thinking. It is Wednesday and it's 7 p.m., but it's like the wrong day. But actually, I chose to film my show live today because tomorrow's Halloween. Yes. So technically today is Hallows Eve. So for everybody trick-or-treating tomorrow, please be safe. For everyone that is egging some houses and effing up some cars, don't get arrested. Have fun. I can't really say I went out on Goosey Night. I don't think I've ever egged a house or car. I think I would, though. I don't know. Maybe. Period. All right, so we're going to go ahead and kind of just jump right into our episode. I'm going to go ahead and introduce my very special spicy friend, Andreas. Nice. Shout out to Andreas. Andreas.
Thanks for having me.
Yo, can we give a round of applause for Andreas' suit? Look at that suit. He looks snazzy. He's snazzy.
Thanks.
I like it. How you feeling, Andreas?
Good.
And feeling good?
Good.
Also, shout out to Andreas. He brought candy. Candy. This is Tony's Chocolonely. One of those. But it's 6 different types of candies. 2 vegan ones. Really cool. This looks natural. Shout out to New York. New York made this. I just saw the distributed by. It's really cool. And I can tell that this is like expensive natural candy. So shout out to Andreas for bringing it out here. Are we in the Halloween spirit?
Yeah, I mean, this is my costume.
That's his costume.
I went for employed this year. I guess is what it looks like. Someone with good insurance. You know,
I'm dead. Do you want to try out this candy live?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Here, pick one out. All right. Out. Let me pick one out too. What color did you get?
I got the lime green. It's the dark chocolate and almond sea salt.
You got the vegan one.
That's the vegan one.
That's the vegan one. Oh, I got the vegan one too.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
What's that one?
Mine is the dark chocolate 70%.
Okay.
All right. I might not eat this whole thing, but I am going to take a bite out of it because then I feel like I'm going to be on camera like, I don't know if I want to do that. You could tell this is fancy candy by the wrapper. It feels so biodegradable. Like it's not plastic, you know what I mean? Oh shit. I wasn't picturing this. It's a coin.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Ready.
At the same time.
Okay.
At the same time. All right. Mine was hard. How's yours?
It's good. No.
Yo, I second that. I'm gonna eat this whole thing. You know what this tastes like, Andreas? So, you were born in where?
Cyprus.
Cyprus.
Yeah.
Do y'all drink hot chocolate?
I mean, we do, but it's not too common a thing.
Common?
Yeah.
All right.
They have it, but you know.
You know what this tastes like? For anybody has been in like a Spanish household, this just tastes like the real dark chocolate, like the chocolate that you melt in like the pan. And everybody that knows what I'm talking about, that hot chocolate hits different. I think because it's like real chocolate, so it's pretty cool. It has me feeling like super nostalgic, so thank you.
It's, of course, yeah.
Thank you. It's an ASMR. Sure. It's good. I like it. It's nice. Let me take that back. It was distributed in New York. It's made in Belgium.
Oh, even better.
Let's give the flowers correctly. Alright, I do gotta take a sip of water though. I know you do too. Go, go, go. Yeah.
Same time.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you so much. All right, my friends. I got anything on my face?
No, you're good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. We live. All right. So I gotta ask, Andreas, when you sent me your bio, I noticed it was a person of many hats.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go through each one, if
Okay.
we can.
Sure.
Let's talk about the comedy one.
Okay.
So, comedian.
Yeah.
How long would you say you've been in this, in this role? Like,
Yeah.
like when did you start? What age?
I started. I was 19. I was that summer. I'd done 2 semesters of college, and that summer I was.
What college did you go to?
I went to CCM,
Okay.
County College of Morris in
Okay.
Randolph. Yeah.
All right.
And I took the class at Gotham actually, so that kind of pushed me to get on stage, and then since then I've been still doing it. Yeah.
But comedian?
Yeah.
I need to know, what's the passion, Andreas? Like, do you like to make people laugh? Like, what is it?
Yeah, yeah. I think I always felt I could never get a word in social conversations, so that was like having that isolation on stage was kind of like, okay, now I can have a turn to chime in. And
Okay.
So,
It's my turn for 45 minutes. Okay, I love it.
One-sided.
Okay. Have you been on stage doing comedy?
Yeah.
Can you kind of talk to us through like your first experience doing that? Like, how did you feel? Were you nervous? Like, I want to feel what you were feeling.
Oh no, I was very nervous, but then I was getting laughs, so that kind of
Makes it
loosens you
better?
up. Yeah, yeah. You ever hear the expression like it's an advice you get for public speaking? Just picture them all naked. Or,
Yeah,
like,
I've heard that. Did you do that?
Okay,
Okay, I was like, did you do this?
when you get a laugh, it feels like an article of clothing is coming off of them. Do you know that?
I like that analogy.
Yeah, so it kind of loosens you up, and there's that catharticism with you're sharing a laugh, so you guys are on the same page on something.
Okay.
So yeah, it makes you more relaxed.
More relaxed.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, I feel like, what you should have? You should hire a friend that just laughs.
Okay.
Just to like ease it up, because I do feel like, just,
I think that would be bad for me. I can't take fabricated laughter. If I know it's not, if it's not genuine, it kills me. Yeah, so
it's like, like, just get out of here.
yeah, I know. Yeah, it's metaphoric. Yeah.
Okay, so who are your favorite comedians?
When I was watching a lot in high school, it's Carlin really turned me on. So I was watching all his specials, George Carlin, and from there I was just hearing who he referenced, and he had a story with Lenny Bruce. He was in jail with him, and
shit.
I kind of got myself like a whole history. Like YouTube is a great tool, so I kind of learned about all the past comics, Mobs Mabley and Pryor, and then to all the contemporary comics now. So
okay, what makes a comedian contemporary? I've never heard a comedian be considered that. I thought
they're just new, just the new ones.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
just the ones now. Yeah.
So, do you feel like it's a difference in comedy? Like, were there ever like levels of comedy? Like, this is what was funny this time.
Yeah.
And then this generation found this funny more this time.
No, yeah, comedy can
evolve.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Because there's been a lot of ground covered, so you kind of have to really think outside the box of what to make something funny. It kind of has to transcend. So you maybe have to have a new approach to it. The whole setup punch might be a bit stale. So
okay.
Yeah.
Who are your most oldest comedians you know in history?
Personally?
Not personally.
Oh,
would Charlie Chaplin be a comedian?
He was like slapstick.
Or would he be more of an actor?
A bit of both.
A comedic actor.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that silent era slapstick physical comedy? Yeah.
When you say
Buster Keaton, too.
slapstick, what does that mean?
I
like to learn my terminology.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna act like I know it. Okay.
It's like physical comedy, so it's very on the surface. It's just him getting hurt and so
him getting hurt. I don't know why I thought of like Adam Sandler and Big Daddy.
Sure, yeah.
The only way he calmed down the child is by getting hurt. I don't know. Have you seen Big Daddy?
It's been a while. I've seen all the Adam Sandler movies, but not since I could rewatch them. Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
I like I don't know if you ever. It's a more dramatic role he took. Punch Drunk Love. Did you ever see that one?
I saw Punch Drunk
great,
Love.
Right?
It's okay. So for anyone who hasn't seen it, I felt like it was a roller coaster.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like it got very serious.
Yes.
it got very funny. I would consider it like the humor was very dark.
Yes. Yeah.
And I've never really seen him take a role like
Right.
that. But it was interesting to see him like take funny to
Yes.
like a different level.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
Okay.
That's why I really like that one. Stands out to me.
That was the
It's
one where
different.
he was sick, right?
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Psychosis. He was.
Yeah.
Yeah. He felt trouble connecting. So.
I love that.
And he
I
felt
love that.
tortured by his sisters too.
That's
Just
true.
That family trauma. Yeah.
A lot of family trauma.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen him in Uncut Gems?
Yeah, yeah. Don't you think they're a little similar? They're that chase. It's a rush, you know.
Yeah, but Uncut
Literally.
Gems was
It's
wild.
taken up a notch.
Yo,
yeah.
that had me. I don't think I've ever seen Adam Sandler in that type of role.
Yeah.
And I think it was a true story.
Oh, it might have been.
Like this jeweler. Like this
who
jeweler
had a
got
gambling
murdered.
Product.
Like for real.
Yeah, problem. Yeah.
So I think it's funny because like I love that Adam Sandler is so loyal to his religion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like no matter what, like I because that's what I noticed in Uncut Gems. He was a Jewish jeweler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like that's one thing I noticed. You know, he's very like loyal to that. You
Yes.
know, and also loyal to his friends.
Yes.
Like Rob Schneider.
I heard he calls him up every day, right? Did you hear that?
No,
Like
but I think that's amazing if he does. You know. Do you feel like you're like that, Andreas? Like as a person that's a comedian, do you have a group of friends that you relate to in that comedian world?
Yes. I hesitate to reach out too much. I always feel like I'm bothering or burdening people.
Anybody that you would want to shout out?
So,
Impacted your comedian career?
I always draw a blank. I don't know.
It's okay.
No, my friends, Devin Hall, very funny comedian.
Okay.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Devin Hall.
Colin Armstrong. Shout out to
Colin
him.
Armstrong.
Keegan Tyndall. We were a bit of a circle. We used to go out on diner hangs, so that was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Trying to think who else. No, it's a big community in Jersey, so all those Jersey guys, yeah, big supportive pool.
Like community?
Yeah.
Okay. What stages have you performed at so far?
Oh, I've been as a couple clubs in New York. I tried to get in, still not in, but I auditioned at the comic strip a couple times. That was cool. Yeah, yeah. That was and then Broadway, Gotham. Yeah. Now it's more so these kind of like alternative rooms. It's almost like this, alternative comedy, I guess would be referred outside the clubs. I went to London. I did a show there.
No way.
Backyard.
Andreas in London? Oh shit!
Yeah,
International.
Yeah, I was there very briefly, and I reached out to a bunch of places. And
how was that?
It was fun. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the people there. The material went over well. I didn't know if it was going to translate.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like, was it gonna be like a neutral ground for you? That's
no, it was
sick.
good. Yeah, I really want to go back.
Well, hold on, you got to backtrack, Andreas. How did we get to London?
I was
You went from Jersey to London, Doug. Like, how did you talk to me through that?
No, it was last February I went. It's kind of spontaneous. I had an acquaintance, and he said, I'm going to see this performer for 4 days. Do you want to tag along with me? I was like, okay, yeah. And I'm in a work where I make my own schedule, so I can carve out 4 days. And we went, and it was fun. Yeah, I got to see the British Museum. We had this one restaurant that had this like English cookery, very authentic.
Did you have what's the famous plate?
Fish and chips?
Fish and chips is one of
yeah.
them. It's called it's like a dinner, and like you get like a roast.
Yes.
Something roast. It comes with like beef,
pork strata, something like that. I think
it's called
pig
like
strata,
something roast. All right, we'll get back to that. So. All right, so we've been to London. That's awesome, man. That's so cool. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we talked a little bit about the comedian side. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the photography side.
Okay.
We're peeling an onion here.
Okay.
Peeling an onion. So with the photography side, how long can you actually say that you've been taking pictures?
I guess since 2018.
2018?
More with an assertive, seriousness to it. Yeah.
Were you like starting off with like an iPhone or like with a camera?
It's interesting because I kind of had a camera, but then I would dip back into the phone too if I only had the phone on me. Yeah. And
Yo, that's a knockdown iPhone. You could take some pretty sick
it's
photos.
great. No, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need the right lighting, and it performs just as good.
Lighting and thought process.
Yeah.
It's the mind and how you want the image to look.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like when it comes to photography, right?
Yeah.
What is the mind of Andreas? Like, what are moments that you feel like you like to capture?
I consider framing a lot. So there's
What's framing? What's that mean?
your viewfinder, just that rectangle. So what you leave out and what you want to include. And there's in school, in class, they mentioned to you the rule of thirds. So imagine that rectangle is divided 3 sections across and over, and so you got 9 boxes. And where they intersect, those corners are called your point of interest.
Yeah.
So typically you want to put your subject there to draw the eye. So you don't want it necessarily dead center. That gets boring sometimes. So you want to consider maybe off 3/4 on this corner, or vice versa.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can flip over and go back to very symmetrical dead center things. Yeah.
Are you big on taking pictures of people? Scenery?
Yeah, especially
people.
More people. Yeah, I like doing portraits. I like capturing expressions, them in moments, candidly.
And I've seen some of your photos of that, and they're cool. Like, I'm like, look at Andreas. He's like, moments,
right,
smile.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
It's definitely an eye. It's an eye for that, for sure.
I think I built it watching a lot of movies too, so that subconsciously you're kind of feeding your intuition. And you're like, you remember a frame from a movie, and you're like, oh, let me try to do that later when I'm out and about.
I've never thought about that, Andreas, and it's really sick that you bring that up. Like, I'm really good at like cinematography. I don't know if that's the right word. Like the music. Does that mean the music?
No. Cinematography is your lighting and the guy behind the camera framing.
Okay, not that. I'm big on the music.
Sound score, composition.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, you tell me, my friend.
So
what
like
does the background
film
music?
Score, the film score.
That's what that means. Film score, like
yeah.
behind the movie, like choosing the right song for that moment.
Well, if it's a song from an artist, then it'll be a track that they brought from outside. But if it's an original score that they got a composer to.
But I feel like that's got to be an art.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Choosing the right song for the right moment.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So there has
Picking
to be a
the right
word for
track.
that.
Yeah.
You know? All right, well, I'm good at that. I'm like, all right, that song?
That's big
I think
too.
that song
That's
will be
important.
brilliant.
Yeah.
I love that. That's actually how I learned a lot of my music.
Yeah.
Like in movies. Like I remember watching like Goodfellas, and those were like a lot of songs that I was just
Tony
like
Bennett, all that old stuff. Yeah,
like you know what movie has a sick soundtrack?
Which one?
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump is sick. I love Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is like, yo, you know what? I got asked this yesterday. What's your favorite movie? And I couldn't think of it. It's Forrest Gump, dog.
Robert Zemeckis, yeah.
That's the director?
Yep.
Well, he's brilliant. I thought that movie was so sick, man.
It's great.
Because it's the life of someone who is challenged. I would say you could say that Forrest maybe was autistic, you know, but like he saw so much history, man. He saw war. He was, first of all, he was in the Vietnam War.
Right.
They talked about AIDS with Jenny. It's just so many scenes. Nixon, he's the reason why Nixon. He's like, there's so many lights there, and it's keeping me up. Yeah. But that's brilliant. And every scene of that movie, the music was so impactful. So, all right, back to you, my friend. I'm sorry. I have to give the gab. So you like to take pictures, and I had a question for you, Andreas, because you mentioned taking pictures of moments, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever taken pictures of moments that weren't so happy?
Sure. Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It's quite conflicting, yeah, because I don't know, you feel maybe guilty trying to, because you're like, oh, I'm just doing this for myself later portfolio.
True. A little selfish. A little selfish.
I don't know. What's an example of that? Like,
well, I don't know, because like when I think of photography, I think of like photographies that are like impactful sometimes are the ones where like people are crying.
Photographers,
crying and capturing that moment of
tragedies,
hurt. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not trying to be negative here, but like there has to be a balance. Like there can't be like just good. There can't just be happy moments in photographies. I feel like, think of, all right, time out. think of this picture. What's the picture where there was like the tanks and the person just put the flower or like something, the person was standing in front of the tanks?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It was like tanks and there was a person standing in front of the tanks. It's a famous picture.
I think so. I think I saw one recently, but it was in color. It was like a newer.
I saw another
of
one where
Gaza.
someone put a gun and
yeah.
someone put a flower and a gun. But you get what I'm saying? Those
Yeah, of
pictures.
course. Yeah,
those are
yeah.
not happy moment pictures.
No.
But whoever took those pictures,
Right.
those photos, and here, like I'm gonna show you an example of the tank one. And actually, so I could get tank. I love Google tank picture, person, and way. That's actually how like my Google search engine is. But right away, that one.
Okay. I
Can
was
my
thinking of
camera
another
see it?
one.
That
but
one.
yes.
So that is So it's called Tiananmen's Tank Man. So the Tank Man, that's what the photo's called.
Right.
It's nickname given to an unidentified individual presumed to be a Chinese man who stood in front of a column of Type 59 tanks leaving. But you get what I'm saying? That's a moment that person chose to be selfish.
Right.
But I feel like they needed that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do you feel about those?
They're very impactful. Yeah. I think maybe in the moment you feel conflicted, guilty, but I think in hindsight, people will appreciate it, that they have that frame to look at.
Yeah.
It's evidence of injustice. You know, and it's reminds people perhaps not to repeat it. Yeah.
Like, think of the photo of John F. Kennedy before that.
Yeah. Well,
That's creepy.
or the film, right? The
afterwards, the aftermath. Well, you have the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Where he's just like,
yes, yeah.
And then you have the aftermath where Jackie is just climbing out of the freaking car. Think about what that person was thinking about, bro. First of all, that person probably, government was like, yo, give me a camera.
Yeah.
Give me a camera.
Do you remember, like, they try to tell you, she was trying to retrieve his skull? And you're like, no, she was trying to get out of the car.
Yeah, facts. I saw that. Yeah, like, yo, these gunshots is going anywhere. Yo, I'm going to die next. No, 100%. Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah. There was, so the guy who filmed that, his name was, I forget his first name, but Zapruder was his last name. So they always refer to that footage as the Zapruder film.
Interesting.
When he shot that in Dallas.
Sick.
And it's the, not to get conspiratorial, but the claim that our nation was trying to get us to believe that he was shot at a different direction, but that film clearly shows was not so.
Listen, Mina Mendoza approves conspiracies. Hit me with that note, Marv. No, it's Mina Mendoza approved. Like, I like conspiracies. Yep. You know what it is that I like to agree with things that other people don't agree with. Mm-hmm. Like, think of a different perspective. It doesn't have to be one way.
No, yeah, I always get suspicious if too many people are thinking one thing the same. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I was always like that since very young. There was one time I didn't do the Pledge of Allegiance. I just sat down.
God, this guy's a rebel.
I was getting stank face.
Wait, why you ain't do it?
I think it was not as big as for my age. I just was upset with my teacher.
Your daddy was like, I'm not standing up.
I wasn't actually.
Did you get in trouble?
I got. I don't remember the repercussion, but I was getting a hard time for my teacher throughout the rest of the day. Yeah.
Dude, I don't like this kid no more. I don't like him. All right. So, with photography, what do you feel like was one of your best photos? Like, what did that involve?
Yeah, I have one I like. I have my mechanic is my friend, also Andy, and I was hanging out in his garage while he was working on my car, and he had his partner there too, and I got a snap of them. He's looking on my hood, and the hood is up of my car, and the bar's there, and then right beneath the hood is his partner, and it kind of just carves the top of his head. So I kind of got a two-shot of them, which I really like. And he's looking off to a television that is off the frame. He's watching a soccer match, and then Andy, he's just looking on the engine. So that one I really like.
Why do you like it so much?
I think it has a dynamic that you could, for the viewer, they could kind of put together. So people don't know he's just watching a soccer game, but I've shown it to people and they're like, it looks like a father and son, and they're having like
I love that.
tension.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'll send it to you. I'll show
Yeah, you describing this photo, I was like trying to picture this photo in my head, and I'm like, oh wow, I was thinking of what you said, dynamic, like it could mean different things, you know?
People could interpret it, make their own meaning. Yeah.
Have you, okay, I gotta ask, have you ever taken a photo of someone that was not photogenic?
Yeah, but I feel like I try to make them photogenic. You know, I try to find the angle that they see themselves, that they like themselves in the mirror.
You get the right angles.
I want to try to do that.
You're not that a-hole friend. Like, I'm going to tag you in this nasty
I know
photo.
I know how they can look good in it. I don't want to,
Good for you,
absolutely,
man.
yeah.
Good for you.
I think everyone can look great at a specific, they know that angle too. They see themselves at home in the mirror.
Listen,
and they just know people they're
when
not
chicks
capturing
take
it.
pictures, you heard it. It's all about the angles.
Right.
You know your angles. So you're onto something. You're 100%. Okay, love that. I do want to give some flowers. We got some people in the check-in right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shout out to Carlos. We got Canada in the building. That's actually my cousin Carlos.
Wow.
He is a great actor in Canada. Amazing person, Aquarius man. Love you, man. I can't wait till you get here to the United States and you can be part of the Mina Mendoza show. Has been a supporter all my life. So thank you. Thank you so much for always being there, cousin. Love you. Love you so much. Yes, Latino hot chocolate. And then we also have, yes, a Barbito. Okay, if I'm correct. Yes, DJ Dub. Shout out to DJ Dub. He was actually a past guest. He was here a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
I hope your trip to Amsterdam was amazing. I'm sure it was because you are amazing. And also shout out to Miss Ash Lazoo from the Exposed with Ash podcast. Great friend, my bravery sister. Love you so much, babe. Thank you so much for always supporting me. And I feel like I want to give the right flowers because like I'm not really good with like names, but I've been told that get better, you know? I feel like, let me try to look this up to give the correct flowers. Give me 1 second. So one thing that I'm super proud about my cousin is that he was someone that I feel like throughout like your Instagram, like seeing a person grow.
Sure.
You know, like seeing the different types of films you get into in the beginning and what it could turn into. So he's been in a couple things. So
really?
I don't know if you know, rest in peace, Marky. He was a kind of like rapper, but he basically played in the Salt and Pepper movie. I believe it was on Lifetime, 2021.
Okay.
He played Marky.
Nice.
And what's crazy, and I always remember this, you can find it on his page. Marky reached out to him. This was like a famous person. I guess he dated one of the artists from Salt and Pepper. And he reached out to my cousin, like, thank you so much for playing my role. And then not too long after, he passed away.
Oh.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's so impactful to have, you know, it's like you, right? And like someone played you. Not to, I don't want you to die, Andreas, but like, you know what I mean? Like, how crazy is that, like, you know what I mean?
To portray,
Yeah. And then like you just pass away and like, but shout out to you, man. Like, when I saw that, I was like, look at him, yo, get out of here, get out of here. All right, going back to this, Andreas. So we talked a little bit about the comedian part. We dipped into the photography. Can you tell me, I guess, a photo shoot that wasn't your favorite, like a photo shoot that maybe like it just went wrong?
And
you don't have to share no names.
I did one recently. I didn't have the right equipment, the gear. I had to shoot just a bunch of stills at this get together at a bar of a community, and it was kind of dim lidded, and they given me a heads up to get a flash. I had to rent a flash, but it was my first time using it. The guy who rented it to me didn't really show me how to sync it with the camera. And I was having a problem with it, so I didn't get a lot of great photos. I feel bad, but it was fine. But yeah.
I guess it's like a lesson though, because like maybe now with the new piece you have, just figuring out on your own, like, all right, now I'm going to try to get this so that when I do get put in the moment like that, I get better. But sometimes think of it like this. When situations like that happen, It's almost like a blessing because it was a skill that you weren't sure about, but it's something that you can be sure about.
Right.
So sometimes we have to go through those little like obstacles to get better at something, right?
No, of course. I think that's the best way to learn on the spot. Yeah.
You can't just be great at everything.
No.
You have to learn some things.
Right.
Oh, thank you for being vulnerable on that. Like, no, because some people to say like, oh, I just didn't know how to use this, but I kept taking pictures. It didn't come out right though. But I'm sure the next time you use this tool, it will come out right.
Right.
For sure. I'm sending those vibrations out there.
Thank you.
And the correct name was Prince Marky D.
Okay.
Marky D was a
artist.
80s artist.
Okay.
Because Salt and Pepper was like an 80s
of course.
rap
No
group.
Salt and Pepper.
Late 80s, maybe early 90s.
Right.
But yeah, man. I want to see it all, man. I can't wait till you come here. Come here and be on my show. It will be dope. So now what I want to get into, love, is Illustrator.
Yeah.
What is that?
I drawing. I do draw portraits.
I wasn't sure. So again, I'm not gonna pretend I know what this means. So you draw.
Yeah. Draws.
Wow, a man of many hats, jack of all trades over here. Okay. So what do you draw?
The last thing I drew, I mostly portraits again, people. So photography is, last thing I drew was
Like some Titanic shit you could draw? Like that as a whole person.
I could do, yeah. I like capturing, bodies and faces. I like capturing those expressions, yeah.
I gotta ask you something. What's your opinion of those people on the side street that like draw people?
Oh, like
and it's like funnies?
the cartoonists, the characters,
yeah.
artists.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, they're. I mean, I can't be that quick. They kind of they get an exaggeration and they kind of build on it.
Yeah,
they're really good. Yeah.
I never had one done. Have you ever had one done?
I think maybe once in the past. I don't recall it too well though.
I was too embarrassed because they're not gonna make you look good. They're gonna accentuate a flaw.
Right.
You know, and it could be like teeth, a nose, a chin, hair. It could be anything. So I don't know if I'm ready for that. But I think the ones I've had seen are pretty cool. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. So you like to draw. How long have you been drawing?
Since maybe 5 or 6, yeah.
What was
but
like?
I've taken a lot of breaks in between, so my skill level's not where it should be, but
that's okay.
It's at par somewhat, yeah.
When you think about those moments of drawing, especially those first pivotal moments, what were you drawing?
So first it was cartoons.
What type of cartoons?
It was
who were your inspirations?
I guess it was SpongeBob. That was like
I love SpongeBob. You did a Doodle Bob?
I did do.
I love Doodle Bob. Oy, 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 oy. Yeah, I love it. That's my favorite one, bro. I love it.
And then Ed and Eddie, and then I
Ed and Eddie's sick. I love Ed and Eddie.
Yeah.
Okay.
The animator's from Canada, so since your cousin, Danny Antonucci.
Danny Antonucci.
Yeah.
So shout out to Andreas. You were the one that told me about the creator of Ed, and Eddie, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to share it to the viewers.
It was made on a bet. The guy came from very mature advertising. He did these graphic.
Not for kids.
Yeah.
Not for kids at all.
So I think one of his peers or friends made a bet, like you could never make a kids show, and he had drawn those 3 main characters, faxed it to Cartoon Network, and they got back to him and gave him a deal.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yo, true story. True story. When I learned that, I was just like, dang. I was just like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you learn that?
I watched a lot of the, because I loved the show, and they had these DVD extras behind the footage of the director talking, and he would share that story. So, yeah.
Eddie was the one with the yellow shirt, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was the one trying to get a quick buck.
Yo, but not for nothing, yo. Eddie is freaking dope. He was my favorite.
Yeah.
He was always trying to get that bag. Always. Every episode is like, how can we be rich to buy all the jawbreakers? That was the goal, to get all that giant piece of candy. Because of that show, it made me try to find a jawbreaker. I did have one. It's not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever had a jawbreaker?
No, they're just those small. Yeah,
it's just a piece of candy.
The way they drew them too is like, I thought it was those. Did you ever see those snowball sweet things, or like coconut? I thought it was those.
No, it's just like a giant gum type of candy,
right?
And like the way they make it seem, I'm like, oh, is it sour? Is it that? No, it's just plain. All right. So Illustrator. What would you say is very hard when it comes to drawing? Like what's something that you feel like you always have to erase or get perfect?
Lately, the eyes I'm pretty good at, nose, but the mouth it's harder for me. So
Why?
I don't know. Yeah, it's something about it's always moving.
It's always
On a
moving.
different angle.
You're that funny.
The corners make an interesting shape that you gotta get. So yeah.
Yo, I'm dead. All right. I'm gonna try to throw you off here in a positive way too.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. So, let's talk about some funnies. What's a food that you secretly think is overrated?
Oh, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Yo, he's coming for the sauce. Yo, why?
It was talked up a great deal, and I've been meaning to try it, but there was always lines wrapped around the drive-through.
That's true.
I couldn't be bothered. Finally, I went with some friends, and it wasn't that big a deal to me. It was really worked up, and it was anticlimactic.
I could co-sign on you with that one, my friend.
Yeah.
Like, Chick-fil-A is good, but it's not like great.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not great. But yo, one thing I do, I'm like a very big innovator when it comes to foods. So mind you, Mina Mendoza Chick-fil-A special. So you don't get the mac and cheese, right?
Okay.
Because yo, Chick-fil-A mac and cheese hits.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
the mac and cheese.
Me either. It took a coworker of mine was like, yo, you got to try the mac and cheese. Because I think, oh, Chick-fil-A, go for the sandwiches, right? Nah, that's so real. So this is what you do. You get the mac and cheese, right? And then you get the waffle fries. And then you get the chicken nuggets, right? The crispy ones, not grilled. Grilled chicken always freaked me out. And then you get buffalo sauce and you just fucking munch that shit together.
So
Shake it in the thing like.
So their sides are good. It's the sides you got.
Yes,
Chick-fil-A
the sides are it slaps.
Yeah.
But yeah, try that.
Okay.
I don't know. Buffalo sauce from Chick-fil-A fire. But I do agree, sandwiches are just overrated. They're not that crazy. Not crazy. And you know what's one thing I noticed? Like, they don't have like a vegetarian option. Like if you want a sandwich, you're screwed.
Right.
Yeah. Oh no, they do. They have a burrito. It's like a wrap, a southwestern wrap. Let me take that back. All right. Let's keep being funny. What's the worst advice you ever received?
Oh.
Your face, you were like, oh.
Be myself.
What?
Be myself.
Pee yourself.
I was trying to be funny.
Oh shit! I was like, whoa, where are we going here?
No, I guess because I don't really know myself, so that's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
You're telling someone who doesn't know who they are to be who they are. That's
true.
right.
Okay.
It's not solidified, so I'm just diarrhea's everywhere.
Oh my god. All right. If you could only eat one color of food for the rest of your life, which color would you choose?
I mean, the right answer is green, but
green.
You know,
but wait, there's more.
What? Okay.
Maybe.
So you just out here eating man lettuce?
Yeah.
And vegetables?
Yeah.
Healthy?
I don't know.
What color would you not pick?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm on the spot here. Not a lot of blue foods, I guess, right?
Blue.
Naturally blue.
Yeah. I'm dead. I don't think there's lots of blue foods,
No.
actually. So, no blue?
I guess, yeah, that's an easy one.
So, you'll definitely choose green?
I mean...
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Orange, you know, there's
Orange?
carrots, sweet potatoes. Those are good.
Okay. Orange is
Oranges,
pretty cool.
I like oranges. Yeah,
Orange. So you would choose orange?
Maybe orange, yeah.
So like carrots, oranges,
Sweet potatoes, yeah.
sweet potatoes. Okay.
I think that's a good,
That's a good one.
yeah.
I don't know what color I would choose. I think I would choose green too when I think
Green,
about
yeah.
it. 'Cause I'm like, you have lettuce, you have asparagus. I like asparagus.
Green apples, Granny Smiths.
Green apples. I like
Those are
Granny
fruit.
Smiths.
Pears, too.
I hate broccoli. Pears.
Yeah.
I love limes.
There you
But
go.
damn, I'm the queen of spice. How am I not gonna choose red? I love hot sauce.
Right. But then you can make a
You can
verde,
make a green hot sauce.
verde sauce. Yeah.
You can make a
Right.
verde sauce. Actually, take that back. Maybe green is the color. You're onto something. All right, let's keep it spicy. Let's continue with the spice. What's one thing you would never joke about?
Oh.
It's just like nah, I'm not going there.
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. And I'm not trying to be a provocative push, but I always try. I don't think you can not joke about anything, but I think it depends if I'm in a mood, if I see an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuanced. But off the top of my head, I'm sure there's something, but yeah.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I don't.
So you're pretty much open-minded.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. You don't have limits.
No.
Okay. All right. If you were a superhero, what would your ridiculous weakness be? Every superhero has a weakness. What's your favorite superhero, first of all?
I don't maybe Batman. Yeah.
Batman?
I'm not big on superheroes, but I like Batman.
Why?
Yeah. I guess he's the most grounded. He's not.
The most human?
Yeah.
Because he didn't have powers. He
Right.
just had money.
Just money. Yeah.
Just money and Alfred.
Yeah.
That's what he had. I do think Alfred was behind a lot of those
And
inventions.
I think I always wanted a best friend who's British, just to talk to.
You wanted a butler?
Yeah.
That's what you want? You
maybe
want
not
a butler?
I would.
I like that you called him his friend, but
Yeah.
like legally he was his butler.
Right. That's true. But I'm not the. I think I would come around and be his butler a little bit, because I can't. I don't like that pressure. I like serving other people, so I think
Okay.
I would change our dynamic.
Okay. So Batman.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What would be your most ridiculous weakness?
Oh. No money. I don't know.
I have no money. Be broke. I'm dead. He would die.
Right.
He would die.
He'd just be a homeless person.
A homeless person. Homeless Batman. I'm dead. That's something you'll find in Patterson. Yo, on Halloween. Let me stop. All right. If you could trade lives with any historical figure for a day, who would it be and why?
Oh. Maybe Caligula.
Who's that?
He's the descendants of forget the king in Roman era.
Oh,
But he was
shit.
a
You went all the way back.
no. I'll change.
No,
the
don't
answer.
change it. Stay
No,
with it. It was
actually,
your first
I
thought.
don't have enough context to support it.
But I'm just like, why? Was he an emperor? Like,
He
was
was
he a
a
king?
hedonist, just a pleasure seeker, just food, sex, everything. Just and was
Oh,
the
shit.
opposite.
We're learning a lot about Andreas.
The opposite of his father, who was very morally at a core foundation, but he was just.
Did he die? Did he get murdered?
Yes,
So you're gonna get murdered,
but
right?
you said a day, so I wanna,
Okay, true.
just the
Just
other
not
side.
the day he died.
Right. No, but I want to think about another one. I just had him in my mind because at a party someone said, someone posed a question like, you're at a dinner, top 5 guests you could have living or dead. So I named him and JFK, Alan Dulles, who was the director of CIA,
Okay.
who kind of was responsible for him taking out.
Yeah.
So I think it would be interesting if they were sitting across from each other.
You imagine?
And then I had who was it? Who created calculus and gravity? I forget. I'm blanking on the name.
Boy, you asking me some crazy questions. I don't know that.
No.
Yeah, that's a great question. Who created calculus? You're asking
why am I blanking?
Sir
on it?
Isaac Newton?
Yes.
Yo, I knew that.
So
hold on, I knew that.
There you go.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Yo, he said, "Who created calculus?" I'm like, hey, yo.
So I think it would be interesting to have some sit across Caligula because he died a virgin. He didn't have any.
Sir Isaac Newton died a virgin.
Yeah.
You know
So-
that they say some of his science findings are like wrong.
Really? Oh.
I think so. No. We're gonna.
Gravity, I think, is pretty solid.
Yeah, that's solid. The whole Apple thing is solid. But there's something because he created the laws. right?
Yeah.
The laws of certain things or whatever. All right, whatever. We're not gonna do that. Okay, Sir Isaac Newton.
Yeah.
Okay. You're. I like this conversation, Andreas, because you're big in history.
A little bit. I'm trying to catch up. So
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Yeah.
Would you ever think of being a historian? Like a history teacher?
Maybe, yeah.
But like a funny history teacher that the kids love?
Yeah.
I think that'd be sick.
That'd be cool, yeah.
You look like one. He has a suit. But I love it, though. I've never had a guest that has a suit, bro. You look so snazzy.
Thank you.
Snazzy. But okay, you like history. I like history, too. I was going to be a history teacher.
Really?
Yeah, I changed my mind, unfortunately. To me, and I'm gonna just say, I do think teachers need to be paid more.
Absolutely, no.
That's the only thing. I feel like there's a lot of passion to a person who is a teacher because you're agreeing to a salary that could be stagnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was the only thing that changed me, but that was actually what I wanted to be. I was going to school to be a history teacher. I love history.
History, yeah.
Because you know what is so cool about history? It's just facts and just memorizing facts. Yeah. It's not something like, oh, solve this.
It doesn't change.
No. Well, it can.
Right.
You know, like
if they find something different or they're recovering something.
Yeah, but history is dope, man.
Yeah.
Appreciating that history.
Yeah.
All right. We're keep it spicy. Keep it spicy. Okay. What's the weirdest thing you ever Googled?
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think I Googled at one point, and I was very, in my courting days, how to hold a girl's hand. I didn't.
Oh, I love
how's
that.
the correct way? Like, maybe I'm doing it. I've been doing it wrong.
Nah, let me tell you something, my friend. There's really no correct way of how to hold a girl's hand because I hold hands in the most weirdest way. Like, give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Okay.
It's
You don't have AC.
It's okay. I hold hands like this.
Two
Marv,
fingers.
can you hold?
I've seen that before.
But the reason why I hold hands like that, first of all, how do you feel?
Not as...
Relax your hand. Yeah, but it's comfortable.
But
and
it's
also, go ahead.
Not too secure though. It feels like you're gonna
Because we're not
break up
walking.
with me next
we're
week
not
or something.
walking. So my whole thing is that I feel like when you hold hands with another person too long, your hands are gonna get clammy and they're gonna get uncomfortable because you're rubbing bones.
It gives them a breeze.
It gives them a breeze.
It's like that cap without the top that runners wear.
A little bit.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know. Try it out.
Okay.
It's actually really, it's almost a lazy way of holding someone's hand because you're like hanging.
Right.
So it is secure as long as you guys are secure.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
That's my hand holding. So I don't think there's a right way, but I like that you wanted to make sure that, I like that.
Yeah.
That's
thanks.
cool. Did you find it?
There were different interpretations.
You're funny, Andreas. All right, let's go back to your journey though, love. I'm going to ask you this question, and I love this card. So this is called the Mina Mendoza card, right? And this is a card. Think of this like...
Looks like a university logo. Sort of.
Yeah, it could be. Mina Mendoza University. Who's the spiciest? Nah, let me stop. So anyways, with this card, right? This is basically whoever is watching and has never seen this is basically a card that is like a American Express, like platinum card. It's expensive, bro. So I'm gonna give you this card, but there's like there's some things to it. There's some limitations. You could only use this card for 24 hours. So the minute it turns like 12 a.m., it's yours. But the minute it's like 11:59, you have 1 minute to have it. So you have 24 hours. Also, the requests that you have with this card have to be realistic. Like if you jump on a plane to Dubai and it takes you 3 hours, you also have to consider the 3 hours to get back.
Right. Shuttle time. Yeah.
Excuse me. Exactly. So like, if you have 24 hours, that's already going to leave you with like 18 hours.
Right.
Or 19, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. So you have to be realistic. Now, there is no limit. You could do whatever you want. So to give you an example, like you could hire freaking Tim Burton to work with you because you have now no budget. The world is yours, like that sign. All right? So I'm going to check this at you.
Okay.
Can you catch?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Where'd it go?
It's just right by your bottle. Yeah.
All right. I'm not here. Here,
Thanks. Thank you.
there you go. All right. What are we doing? Where does the mind go? I want to know the mind of Andreas with an unlimited card. What are we doing first?
Oh.
And bro, you could literally like buy out Versace. You could do whatever you want.
Now that I have, when you have too
The
many
world's
choices,
your oyster.
when you have too many
but
choices,
at least do one. What's one thing you would do?
Maybe travel. I guess I want to go back to London.
So you're going back to London.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we doing in London?
Well, actually, I want to go to the countryside. Check that out.
But what are we buying with the card,
I'm
Andrea?
not really spend. I don't know. Maybe. All right. Well, we're gonna rent a Jaguar E-Type.
Okay, Jaguar. Where we
right.
going in London?
Going to I guess no matter
Anywhere.
countryside. Just
Countryside?
Yeah.
Are we gonna film a movie? Imagine filming
Maybe,
a movie
yeah.
without a budget, bro.
Yeah.
You could get God, you need me here for this card. It's okay. I'm gonna
I
support
need
you.
an advisor. That's
Yeah,
true.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yo, we could get any actor for this movie. Who we getting?
Oh.
Any actor right now. No budget, dog.
Guess we get Willem Dafoe. I like him.
Okay. Who else? Who else?
Get who do you like? Let me get one.
Who
for
do
you.
I like? I like Adam Sandler.
Okay, we get Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
I don't think they've been in a movie together.
Why not?
Oh,
With the
okay.
right money, they can be. Period.
Yeah.
All right. So who we got? Photographers, fashion,
Mm-hmm.
food. Yo, you could get Guy Fieri to freaking cater your whole food. The world is limitless, friend. What are we doing else?
I'm really bad at
Yeah.
decision. I'm not much of a impulse person.
All I do is
Yeah.
picture you winning the lottery and
I
be
just-
so humble.
No, I'd just be standing still when
Yeah.
just too afraid to do anything. Just,
I'm dead.
know.
Would you buy more suits?
maybe, yeah.
From where?
Where?
Remember, no budget.
I like there was this tailor, Martin Greenfeld.
Okay.
He used to tailor for presidents and
You
yeah.
could get Martin
he just
Greenfeld.
died.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You can't. No
Alright.
shit.
But
Well,
I could find stuff.
you
he
could
left
get
around
someone to
again.
make the own Andreas collection.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hmm.
What else we doing, my friend?
Guess-
You can meet the owner of this.
Yeah.
Candy.
I guess I should throw back some at my parents.
Yeah,
them
taking
some-
care of the
yeah,
parentals.
Yeah.
Would you donate some money?
Yeah. I think you should. Yeah.
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 All right, give me the card back. Give me the card back. Yeah, shout out to Andreas. Let's give him a hand on that one. I love it though. This is the fun thing about that card. It's like, it's crazy how you say
Yeah.
like when you're really given like limitless, you almost freeze because you don't. It's like really
Yeah.
like what?
It's like when filmmakers they have too big a budget. They don't make that great decisions. When they're more restricted, they get more creative to go around those obstacles. So.
Interesting. You know what you made me think about? Have you ever saw that film? Oh man, it was like the craziest, silliest film I've ever seen in my life. But he had no budget and it was weird. It was like, oh man, it was called the something. Okay, they played it on Netflix and I think James Franco played him.
Okay.
Do you know
Was
what I'm
it-
talking about?
Was it the serial killer he played, or the guy?
The
who,
Room.
oh, the room.
The
Oh.
Room. You know what I'm talking
No, wait,
about?
the Disaster Artist, right? It was about the room. The guy, Taimi Wiseau, who did the room.
Yes, that guy.
So the movie where he portrays him is called The Disaster Artist with his brothers.
Yes,
in it.
yes. That one, that one.
Yeah.
Yes, ding, ding,
I
ding.
never saw the room, but I always hear about it. Became this cult because of its
Cult.
obscurity, and it took on a
It's a
fan base.
mysterious thing.
Yeah.
First of all, no one knows how old that man really is, even to this day.
Right, he keeps it secret.
And where he gets his money, and if the accent is real.
Yeah.
Yo, you gotta see that movie. The iconic.
So you saw both. You saw the room.
I
and
had to see the real one. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, so this is based off a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah, he paid some billboard in LA for 7 or 5 years just to keep his movie up there.
Wow.
It's like who is funding you, dog?
Yeah.
So that's what made it so crazy and interesting. Like
Sure.
it's just like I'm like stupid things. Like instead of just filming in an alleyway, he had an alleyway built.
Yeah, because he wanted to fall into that Hollywood.
Like what?
Realm,
But it's
yeah.
like, yo, you're just like wild. But like, okay, but look at that. He was limitless, you know. And the movie became famous because
Right.
it was so ridiculous. But that's crazy. I never thought of it that way. Like, so if you have a budget, it makes you create a better film compared to like not having a budget.
No. The more restrictions you have,
Yeah.
I think the more creative you're forced to be.
Okay, let me take that back.
Because if you have too big a budget, then you kind of freeze a bit, and you maybe not make as sharp decisions
Okay.
because of the freedom you have.
Okay.
Too much freedom is maybe not good. Yeah.
And not a lot of viewers know you're kind of working on something right now. Well, it's in the works, right? Could we talk about it?
Sure, but I'm not
It
sure
starts with a
which.
C.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm like,
sure.
can I speak about
Yeah,
it?
I think so. Yeah.
The consumerism?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Consumer. Yeah, it was a film written by DJ Alvin, and me and we all three, Matt, were working on it.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to Matthew
yeah.
Zaytoon.
So I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's almost ready. I think DJ's making some final touches in the post production in the editing room. So
It's really cool.
yeah.
I got a little couple glimpses of it.
Yeah.
Mr. Andre over here, leading actor. Very cool.
Thanks.
Very cool. Very cool. I can't wait till it's done. You know, I'm here for it. I'm here
Thanks.
for it. That's how I met you. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
it's the guy from the movie. Because I pay attention to faces
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
So I was like, oh, shit, it's Andreas. That's cool. And you're Greek, right?
Yeah.
And you told me that about yourself,
Mm-hmm.
Greek. You have a big Greek family?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
Yes.
That Greek families have big families.
Yeah.
Okay, how many cousins you got?
Oh, I got first cousins. I have.
Oh shit! You gotta be like, yo, first cousins. How many first cousins you got?
I have. Let's see, 9 first cousins.
Okay.
No wait. Is it 9? Yeah, 9. All on my dad's side. My mom, her brother, my uncles on my mom's side, they didn't have families yet. So
Okay.
yeah, and then second cousins. I think I don't even know the number actually, but
It's a lot.
yeah.
Oh man. All right.
I had second cousins that I met in London actually, so that was another reason.
Oh
to-
shit!
Yeah, so
Is there international? Okay.
yeah.
All right, my love. We gotta definitely bring you back because I really enjoyed myself in this interview. I always know I'm enjoying myself when I look at the time and I can't believe it's 8 o'clock already. Did it feel
Oh,
like an hour?
no,
No,
Totally,
right?
yeah.
I'm good at this. I'm good at my job. But Andreas, you were fucking cool. I really
Thanks.
like you as a person. Like I like that you're a man of many hats. I am sending you positive vibrations in your journeys, and I hope you're successful in them.
Thank you.
And you will be successful. And the next time you come to the Mina Mendoza show, you're gonna be ready for this one.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna think
So-
of more about it.
Yeah, and then before we leave, my friend, if you could kind of give a quick little quote to anybody who is pursuing something within themselves, what is a quote that you would share with them?
Oh. I don't think I'm the best person
It's
to
okay.
ask about
What's a
that.
quote that you tell yourself sometimes?
I'm not a good pep talker
It's
myself
okay. So, I guess maybe like, what is the most memorable line in a movie
either. Oh.
that you always remember? Oosh. It's okay, my
Drawing
friend.
your blanks.
It's
Sorry.
okay.
What's one of yours?
One of my favorite quotes from a movie
Uh-huh.
or just a quote in general?
Both. Yeah.
As a quote in general is by Eleanor Roosevelt. No one can ever make you feel inferior without your consent. And I feel like that's always 100%. Like you have to be strong within yourself. And if it impacts you, that's fine. But just keep that in mind. You're giving that consent to impact you, you
Right.
know? So that always been like one of my favorite quotes. And then I feel like when it comes to like movie quotes, it has to be Forrest Gump. Mama says stupid is what stupid does. Or there's so many quotes. But life is like a box of chocolates. You don't know which one you're gonna get.
Yeah.
It's just like the symbolic thing. Like it's the most simple sentence, and something great came after it. All right. Before we leave, can you give everybody your Instagram name so they could find you?
Yes. The Instagram is Loizu_and LOIZOU_AND.
And that conducts this Mina Mendoza episode. Anybody who's watching the show right now, thank you so much for being a part of this amazing episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, especially if you like content like this. And also give your favorite Spice Girl a follow. Queen0 F Spice at Instagram. Follow me, collaborate, let's network, send me a message. Don't be weird though. So besides that, thank you so much for being amazing. Thank you, everyone. I hope everyone has a safe Halloween, a like real safe one. Eat all the candy, and remember, it's Hallows Eve tonight. Don't get arrested, please. And that's all I got for y'all today. Y'all will see me next week at 7 o'clock. It's your girl, Mina Mendoza. Little girl, big personality. Queen of Spice. Ew.